once again.
Thank you guys for coming back. I appreciate it. Every Saturday, you are back tuned in to another phenomenal guest. This is Women in Business March, and we want to highlight the wonderful women that are doing everything that they can to share their gift with the world. Today, we have Miss Tai Key. Thank you, friend, for coming back by. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Thanks, Dee. I told everybody to tune in because we always have the most interesting, off the cuff, just fly away, dope conversations. So thank you for
Yes,
having me. It's been a while, but it's always good
yes,
to be back.
indeed. It has. It has. I was telling someone, they said, well, when did you meet Miss Ty? Actually, someone came to me and they said, do you know you're going to have Miss Ty on? And I love her. And did you
Aw.
ever meet her in concert or something? And I said, I did. And I said, you, the person I was talking to, you met her because I brought her in concert to Killeen, Texas.
You did.
So
You
many
did.
people
I think it
forget
was
that.
twice, right?
Well, I know you
Was
came
it
for Platinum Souls, Killeen, Texas, and then I brought you guys to think to San Antonio, Texas. That's where my
correct?
sister
Yeah.
became a
Okay.
fan. Yes,
Okay.
Disaster. I like to say Disaster Hotels both times, but you may feel different. But I feel like I did really bad. I owe you one for
No.
Denver, Colorado.
At
I
anytime. You just let me know anytime.
think
But no,
I
I don't even remember
appreciate
it
it.
being a disaster. So I guess it was
No,
great.
oh my gosh, so many memories for Texas. But when I bring you to Denver, I hope you enjoy it as well. I love
Yes.
talking about you, sharing who you are with the world. A lot of people know who you are already, but let's just go into a little detail, okay? So, if you were chosen to be on another path than the one that you are on, what do you feel that it would be? But first, tell the people what you do.
All right. So I am a poet and a hip hop artist, and that's what I've been doing all my life, basically three things. So if I was going to be anything else, right now I do poetry, I edit, and I teach, right? So I feel like all those three things encompass me. And if I was going to do
Right.
any transition, it would be to go back into full time teaching because I love the kids. They're crazy sometimes. They get on my nerves sometimes. But definitely
It's a little
teaching. That's where,
exhausting.
yeah,
You
it
what?
definitely can be.
Yeah.
It definitely can be. I feel like I get to teach from the stage and different platforms, but yeah, I do miss being in the classroom and being Mrs. King, the teacher sometimes. Sometimes.
Absolutely. And you know what I was listening to when you said you're a teacher, I was thinking of what's happening here in Denver, Colorado. There's something that's going on where the teachers were kind of not as inclusive as they should be. And so they made a
Mm,
decision to pay African American to pay black teachers more. That upset another group of people who said, well, we're going to quit. So now there's this balance going on where possibly a bunch of white teachers may quit and they're going to need more
wow.
teachers. And this is just going to be this world where we're going to
Wow.
need teachers to
Oh
come
yeah.
back, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. I
yeah,
I I give kudos to every person who is teaching now and has been teaching through the pandemic. I can't
I know.
even imagine the shifts that they've had to make. So
I
I
know.
I salute you all.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. And thank you guys for tuning in. Also, I appreciate if you understand that there's a delay with the platform that we use. And make sure that you are sharing the show, including me. I need to do that real quick while I ask you what is the weirdest or funniest question that you have ever been asked in an interview? And probably is one of mine.
No, no, actually, it's not one of yours. Somebody beat you. So I was on an interview once, and it was
That's so funny.
I was on an interview, and it was actually like a Christian radio show, right? And the host is like, so
Wow.
who do you hate
Right.
in Christian hip hop? Like, who do you have beef with? Like, um, what? So I don't remember how I
Mm.
answered the question, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
so
I
this
didn't
is
say I had
not
beef with
the this is
somebody.
not secular. Right. Okay. Do you guys have beef in Christian hip hop that I don't know about? Is there beef going on?
There's beef everywhere. There's beef. I'm sure there's beef in the nun
Podcast world. Hmm.
academy or whatever they wherever the nuns go to school. There's always beef.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. It's always something for people to not get along about, right?
Yes,
So,
yes,
yeah, yeah, I
unfortunately.
agree. That's so
I
funny.
don't know what
That
my
is a funny
answer was,
question.
but
Yeah, you're like,
yeah, I don't
okay,
know
I'm
what my
not ready for
answer
that
was,
one.
but yeah, no. No.
See, we're not doing that on my this platform. They were trying to get you to say something, I'm sure. Yeah. Nope, not
Yes.
gonna say I don't have any beef. Yeah, it's better to be at peace with everyone because,
Mhm.
life throws enough at us, So what do
So
you
true.
feel is the best project that you've ever released and why?
Well, since I just released a new single yesterday, that
That you
single
have.
is my best project. No Greater
Of
Love.
course, that's the best project.
Exactly. The best project ever.
Yeah. Yes, yes,
I
yes.
love
Tell
I
us
love
about
all of
it. Tell
them.
us about that single.
Yeah, sure. I love all the projects that I've been able to put out. So I'm super grateful. But No Greater Love features Aaron J. And if anyone knows, you know me from my Platinum Souls days. I don't even know if you met
Yeah,
Aaron in the beginning, but there were three of us in the group. So
I don't
Aaron
think so.
sang,
No, I heard
yeah.
about it, but no, I haven't
You heard
met.
about him. Yeah, by the time we got to you, it was just the
Yeah,
two of us, right? So Aaron and I
yeah.
have always kept in touch. Some years back, he wrote a song. He was like, "Hey, I wrote a verse." He produced a track with a friend of his. He wrote a verse, and he said, "Hey, I
Oh,
feel like something's missing. Can you? I don't have anything else. Can you come over and like record? You
wow.
know, do a verse." So I went over.
Love it.
The track really spoke to me. I did poetry on there and left. And then a couple of days later, he was like, "Hey, Ty, I feel like I was gonna do a third verse, but I feel like you should just come back and finish it up." So that's how it went from being his song featuring
Exactly. I
me
love
to my
it.
song featuring him.
Right.
So the song is called "No Greater Love," and it's
Life
it's
is
a love
so
song.
full circle. No greater
Yes,
love. Okay, I love all these love songs coming out. I'm in love with Dora Hatton, T Hattie, and Sick Flow, Soulmate. So I love all these songs coming out with the kind of rap flow. Am I reading that right?
yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
I love
Jay is
that. Yeah.
Aaron is singing and I'm doing poetry, so there's no rap on this one, but it has a real
Okay.
smooth smooth vibe that people say, "Oh, that's like the song I'd go riding to. That's the song I want to just put on repeat." So I'm grateful
Yeah.
for that people are already having such
Yeah.
great responses to it.
Absolutely. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna be playing a lot of it because I love to
Thank
support
you.
everything that you do. So which artist would you like to collaborate with next? So I'm gonna say Sick Flow. Sick Flow. She said Sick Flow, but what did she say? So who do you want to collaborate with next? Because we want it to be Sick Flow.
We did that for 8 years. Just go back and listen to all the
I
unexpected mixes,
know,
volumes
but we
1 through 8, or maybe 7, 8, and then the hybrid
yes,
album. We did that.
yes,
We did that for
yes.
8 years. um,
You
who would I
did.
like
But
to?
I just can't call everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. I had to have our moment. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that was Aaron singing on that song. So yeah, that was
Really?
Aaron J
Okay.
that sang on
See,
there.
I
Yep,
didn't know
yep,
that. Okay, okay. Yeah,
yep. So
cool.
see
That's one of my
how it's
favorites.
connected.
How it all connects. Life is so full circle. I love it. All right, shout out to
It
Aaron
is.
also. So who would you like to collaborate with next?
There's so many amazing artists. Like for me, somebody who really like can just rap their face off. Like I
Yeah.
don't have a name. I just want somebody that's like super lyrical, super fun. Because sometimes I have fun through my music, but I think my poetry side kind of makes me a little bit more serious. So sometimes I just want to go
Yeah.
crazy with somebody that's like, I don't even care if this makes sense. I just want to rap and have fun on this
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm open to working
Yeah.
with everybody. I won't say a name because then I
Okay.
don't want to close myself off from somebody super amazing, right?
Okay.
So everybody just call me. I'm ready.
Okay. I'm gonna say a name. I'm gonna throw two that I want you to do. I want you to do LMA, and I want you to do her.
Oh,
I can just see
her would
it.
be so
I
good.
can see
Her would
it.
be so
It would
good.
be so dope. It
I
would.
did an event not too long ago out here in LA, and and someone was like, "Hey, I want the band to play a her track in the background, and I want you to rap or
Yes.
do poetry, whichever one you choose."
Yes.
And it went over so
Hmm.
so well. So yeah, that's a great pick. Ella May, of
Exactly.
course, but her, yeah.
Okay. Element. Both of them. I see that. Okay, we're gonna speak that one into existence.
There you go.
It's off the cuff. Here we go. Here we go with my off the cuff. So, is that okay to do, in your opinion, secular gospel mix?
Yes. So you know my history. You know that I was deep in that, right? So taking all those secular
Yeah.
beats
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
lacing them with the
Yeah.
gospel. And I didn't grow up in church, so I get
Yeah.
it. I feel like the fusion, the mesh is needed. The one caveat I guess that
Mhm.
I would say is if I'm gonna do a song, let's say with her, I don't want it to just be on my album because you're getting my
Mhm.
audience. I want it to also be on yours. I should have
Right.
as much access to your audience. I
Yeah.
just that's what I would want. If there
Exactly.
is any type of
Mhm.
fusion connection, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm gonna share the light. That's what I do. I share
Yeah.
the gospel. And if you're
Absolutely.
cool, whoever's
As
cool with
every
doing that,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, every time. So
Yeah.
yeah, if
Yeah.
that's a good mesh, then we put it
Yeah.
on both of our projects, not just mine.
Absolutely. And you're probably the only reason why I even hear a lot of gospel lately. So I appreciate my sis
Yeah.
because yeah, okay. So we're gonna move past that. So but I'm still spiritual. I still have a belief. It's just some things that I can't do in the church. And so you still
Mhm.
bring that
Mhm.
for me. So I appreciate that. I'm sure it's a lot of people that can relate to what I just said. So
Good. Yes.
if you could have your fans remember one thing about you, what would it be?
Oh, I want them to remember that I was a sincere person. Like the stuff that I wrote about, the stuff that I, did poetry about, that I rapped about, that it was really just my sincerity flowing out. That there was some hope in it. I want to be remembered as a person who gave people hope.
Yeah.
And like you said, you know,
Yeah.
I'm the one that you're listening to. I'm basically like, feeding you what your spirit needs. So, and I'm
Exactly.
I'm always grateful to be able to do that. And I don't feel like it has
Exactly.
to be Jesus, Jesus, Jesus all the time,
Right.
but just
Right.
a message of hope. Like in my song Rock, I was like, you rock. That's
Yes.
sometimes
And it
that's
was
all you
so
need to
fun.
know is that you rock.
Yes. You are
you
important.
know?
You matter. You are okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So just I
Yeah.
want people to remember that light and that sincerity.
We will. We promise
Good.
you, your legacy is going to go on forever for that. We will, and just your calm spirit. I've always wanted to tap into it. I still haven't been able to successfully do that, but I am better in these days. So,
Oh,
so
ask my
let's.
husband. Sometimes he sees the storm. He sees the storm before the calm. So
Yeah, and
it's
I think
it's there
that's what makes
sometimes.
the men in our lives so great, like how they tolerate. He just said to me when he liked me 5 minutes before the show. Well, he liked me like 20 minutes before the show. So he was like, I'm gonna film you. They need to see this. I was like, no one will listen to me after that. If they watch me do makeup, wig, hair, lashes, they're not going to watch me anymore because the words that come out. Okay, so he said he's gonna film it. You guys already know what he's gonna pull. He's gonna just drop it one day, and then it's gonna be hilarious. But listen, Ty, can you share some of your work with the viewers? Like, give us a little bit of something for today.
Yeah, absolutely. So, because No Greater Love is the thing right now, and the single just came out, and the video is about to come out. I'll just share a
Yeah.
little bit from that. Um, you
Okay.
are my
Awesome.
lifeline, to whom I surrender my lifetime, because I've discovered I could search forever and never find a love so unique. See, when you speak, I'm breathless. Your silence renders me restless. Send your shalom, and I am stressless. Can't help but confess there is no greater love than what you display, no greater love than what you convey. Because you love me past infinity into eternity plus many a day. So many say I've fallen for you, and I concur. I'm crazy about the way you stir my insides with a million tiny little butterflies. And we have no lows, only highs. Your love makes me rise.
She gave me my church. I knew she was going to give me my church. So I was like, okay, this is my church for the weekend. It's coming. It's coming. I thought I told you I wanted to keep my lashes. Okay, so hold on.
Aw.
So yes, 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 yes. Everything you just said. Oh my gosh. Okay, there I go. And you know what? That immediately spoke to me on a spiritual level.
Mm,
Even if it is supposed to be for relationships, it immediately spoke on a spiritual level. Indeed. You're so
yeah,
awesome. I don't know how you do
it's
it.
it's
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
relationship that we have with God, but we definitely, Aaron and I, when we wrote the song and put it out there, we're like, we know there's a dual meaning here. We know it's about our relationship with God and our relationship
Yes.
with people. Either way, we understand
Yeah.
that somebody's gonna take that as their personal
Yeah.
romantic love song, and that's cool because that's what love is about.
Yeah. It'll be a wedding song. Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. We'll add it to our playlist. Yeah. Indeed,
thank you.
indeed, indeed. Okay, so if you this is so weird, but I thought I would just throw a little weird in there to have a little fun because you're such a healthy, great looking person. You could do this. If you could be a fruit, which one would you be and why?
Oh man. Oh, I know. I it's a fruit. It's a fruit. It's so in Jamaica it's called guinep.
Okay.
In Spanish speaking country it's called
Okay.
guinepas. So it's so good. Just look it up. Just
Okay.
just look it up,
Okay.
y'all.
Okay. It's okay, so it's called Gannett. Spell it for us. Spell it for us so we
Guinep.
can research it. Gannett.
I think it's GUINEP.
Okay. All
Now,
right.
now you're
Okay.
testing
Why
all
that
my
one?
English skills.
So why that one? Why?
It's so good. It just has like it's not too sweet, but it's not sour. And I could just funny story. When my husband and I were on our honeymoon in 2013, we did a
Mhm.
cruise, right? So we went to all these different islands, and on one of the islands they had
Wow.
Guinep. I think it was Belize. They had Guineps, and I saw the
Okay.
person on the street
Mhm.
selling them, and I was like, I know that. We have that in Jamaica. I grew up eating those. So,
Yeah.
when you go to another country, the water is different, right? So I was like, okay, I can eat it because it's not been washed, it's in a shell. It's a little thing in a shell. So I
Right.
ate it and
Okay.
got super sick. My husband had
Oh
some too,
no.
though, and he didn't get sick. He's a chef, so his stomach is always like iron or something. So I got sick
Right.
on our
Right.
honeymoon. On our honeymoon,
Oh
so he convinces me I need to
no.
go to the doctor on the ship, and the doctor's like, "Look, if I write up something, you're gonna be quarantined in here." And I was like, I literally started crying. I was like, "It's the last day of our honeymoon. I can't get sick. I need to."
Oh no. Oh, we
So
went. Oh no.
it
Wow. I
it
didn't know
passed,
that.
right? It passed, and I didn't think of.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got better because I was like, I'm determined to go out. Like, we're not going to ruin this honeymoon. And
Yeah.
so the ship doctor was like, don't go too
Yeah.
far, just in case you need to come back. I won't say that I saw you. So we went out, started feeling
Yeah.
better. Days later, we get home, and I called my mom, and I was like, I got so sick, and I was telling her everything that I ate. She's like, what'd you eat? And I said, I ate Ganefs, and she was like, they have to wash, they rinse that off. It comes in a shell, but they still rinse it off.
Oh.
I was like,
Oh. And that's the yeah, that's the only thing about culture snatching. Someone's always doing it wrong. There's never enough research, and someone always if it's originated in Jamaica, then I'm gonna make sure that I go to my Caribbean store. Is it called Nana's store or something like that here in Denver?
oh,
I'm gonna
cool.
get the real deal so that I have
It's
the real
seasonal.
experience. Okay, got
It's
it.
seasonal, so they may not have
Okay,
it all the time, but yes, it's
okay,
so good. Once you try it, let me know.
okay. I will. I'm going to let you know about it. I want to try something new, a lot of new things this year. Okay, so now on a scale of 1 to 9,401, how good is your new EP release?
9,401. That's a very interesting number. It is
401 for sure.
9,402. 9,402. That's where it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. I love it. Okay, that's good. That makes the people want to go and listen to it. That's a real belief in it.
Y'all have
So I
to.
it's always good. Anything you're on, it's always good. Yeah.
Thank you.
What inspired you all to move to California?
Oh man, California is just beautiful. I feel like in everybody's life they should live in California at least once. Visiting is not enough. You've got to live in
Wow.
LA,
Wow.
smell the smell the smog, look at the mountains, go to the ocean.
What? Venice Beach over and over for months in a row? I don't think so.
No,
Really?
no, Venice you do occasionally, but we
Okay.
live out here
Okay.
in Huntington Beach, which is like right
Okay.
between LA and San Diego, smack between.
Okay.
So we're only like 45 minutes from LA. But we're
Okay.
out here in Orange County, and it is a lot like the Real Housewives of Orange County. They weren't lying.
Is it? Is it? That's funny.
But
That's
we're
funny.
we're just like a mile from the ocean, and it's refreshing. So I lived out here
Okay.
after college. So in my 20s I lived here, and then I moved to Atlanta
Okay.
and did all the things and moved to Alabama, and that's where I met my husband. And he was like, "Oh, I've
Right.
always wanted to live in California." I was like, "Well, I've always wanted to go back." So
Right.
yeah, we prayed about it, and we felt like God was like, wherever you go, I'm with you. So if California is where you want to go, let's do it. So we've been out here for
Yeah, I
5 years,
love it.
and it's been an incredible second time around. It's been really good. So
Awesome.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
the
I think
visits that
California is
I've
just a
had.
vibe of its own.
I think so, and I've never seen Orange County, Huntington Beach, any of that. So I definitely will come and give another beach a chance.
Yeah.
California, because Venice was busy, and then it's just like one of the. I'm a plus size girl, and you just don't want to go to California and be a plus size girl. You just
No,
don't.
what? They're
You
killing it
can.
everywhere. Yes, yes, you can and you will. Okay, you shall.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
yes.
I shall do that. Waiting around to lose all the weight to go, it may take a little longer.
No,
So, okay, I'll
no.
take your advice on that. What
Yes.
advice would you give a creator that's desiring to relocate to Cali?
Oh, any creative that's wanting to come out here, just come. Come on, make sure
Yeah.
you have a little bit of money saved because it is expensive out here in these Cali streets.
Expensive.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's relative. You deal with it. You love where you are, and so we pay the whatever tax that makes it not rain all the time. That's what that money where that money goes. But yeah, for
Exactly.
every for
Yeah.
every creative who wants to come out here, just save a little money. Doesn't have to be $1 million or
Yeah.
anything, and just come out and then start going to. Once things open back up, there are plenty of opportunities to go to open mics, to go to different churches, just to
Yes.
whatever you do. There's so many opportunities that you can showcase your talent here. It's really nonstop. Yeah, I
I
say
love
go
it.
for it.
Love
I'm
it.
I'm
It's
always
like
the
it
one to
seems
tell
like the
people to
area
live their
that
dreams.
never sleeps. Exactly, exactly. It just seems like no one ever goes to bed in Cali. Like on Clubhouse, I'm like, are you guys ever asleep? Ping me one more time. Like, they stay up. But I'll make sure I have a lot of
Yeah,
energy if I come visit the next time. Okay.
there's a lot of life here,
So,
a lot
if
of
you
really
have
great
one
opportunities.
message, I agree. I agree. I've had a few visits, but I never considered living there. But that's some good advice. If you had one message to give your fans, Ty, what would it be?
Um, for my fans, one message: live full, die empty. That is it. I feel like if you just pour out everything that you're supposed to pour out, and you die empty, that you've accomplished what you were here to do. So
Live
live
full,
full,
die
die
empty.
empty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I like it. I like it. Okay, I was feeling down a little bit earlier this week. That's a good one. I'm a fan, so I had to ask that personal question. Okay, so how can the viewers connect with you on social media? I need to ask you, what's your favorite social media app?
Oh, Instagram. Instagram is my favorite.
Yeah, it's
I
so
just I just
busy.
I
Yeah.
just like just going through the pictures. I should know. I love words, obviously, because I
Mhm.
use them all the time, right? But I just love going through the
Yeah.
pictures, the images. So yeah, people can find
Yeah.
me on all social media outlets across the board at I am Ty Scott King, and I'm
Okay.
on all of them: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. But yeah, I definitely feel like I spend the majority of my time on Instagram. That's what my algorithm tells me, my
Okay.
insights.
That's what the phone tells you at the end of the night. Like, close out, and most of your time you are on IG today. Mine says
Right.
Facebook. My phone's probably wrong. My phone is probably wrong, but it does say Facebook. Okay, so did you want to do any closing remarks and send something positive into our atmosphere during this pandemic?
Yeah, for sure. So the what I said about living full and dying empty is actually based on a book that I think I bought this book so many times to give it away by a guy named Rick Godwin. And I just like
Mhm.
feel that to my core. You know, there's so many things that cause us to feel like we're not good enough or we're never going to make it or what we have is not enough of an offering, you know? And I mean, as I said that, I'm thinking like Cain and Abel, like one killed the other because it's like, wait a minute, I feel like you're out giving me. You know, what I'm giving is not enough. And I feel like if there's a lesson in that for me and for anybody watching, it's like, no, what you have is enough. You are enough. What God has put in you is
That's good.
enough. Just
That's good.
use that. Use it. Pour it out. Be a blessing to people. You don't know how God will open doors for you, how he'll touch other people through your story, through your book, through your poem, through your rap. Like there is an audience for everybody. There's somebody that's going to love what you do. They're going to
That's
love
good.
your style. They're going to love your look. Whatever it is, just put it out there. Give it to people. Because you
Yeah.
can't, when you die, there's no point in it going to the grave with you. Like, it just, yeah. So I
Right.
just want to encourage y'all, just
Right, exactly. And then
pour
it's
it out.
your vision, and no one can do it the same way. So if you die, it's not going to ever be given to the world. So I don't know why
Exactly.
you decided to speak to me. I asked you to tell the viewers. I didn't tell you to talk to me, but that was for me.
Oh,
That was for me. Okay,
uh,
so
uh,
okay, do we have any comment? I wanted to check and see if we had any comments. No, but we don't have any comments, but they're gonna follow you. I am Ty Scott King, or is it Miss Ty Scott King?
nope, just I am Ty Scott King.
I am Ty Scott King. They're gonna follow you on social media. I'm gonna release you back into your day. Thank you for doing this. You have always been there for me, and I appreciate you so much. And we're gonna go play the single. So let's go. We're gonna go take a listen to the song. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
And watch
much.
the
Let us
video
know
on
when the
Friday.
video. It's on Friday. Oh, I'm
Yes.
coming. It's
I'll have
gonna
a
go.
watch party. I'll invite you.
Thank you, and it's gonna be on YouTube, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, I
Yes.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. We love you, and I can't wait to see
Love
you
you
again when
too.
this pandemic is over. Thanks, Ty.
Denver, we're coming.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's good. Nice and snowy at that time. I love it. Okay. So listen, I have September 4th, and I put Flo on the spot and asked him for September 4th. Can I put you on the spot and ask you for September 4th? Of course, you'll check your calendar, but maybe.
Yeah. 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 It's a very
Okay.
strong maybe. I can't think of
Okay.
anything else.
Okay. Okay, I love it. All right. See, I just brought platinum souls together just like that. Maybe not platinum souls. I did it. Thank you so much, Ty. I appreciate you. Next up, you guys, we have our friend, actress Satina Husband. She's coming on. She's going to talk about the industry, her screenwriting, everything that she's doing. So please come back in 30 minutes. Come back and join us for the next conversation with our good friend, Satina Husband. Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
Later.
Bye, guys.